say they've killed the drug kingpin known as El Mencho, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
El Mencho made Jalisco New Generation Cartel from something that was not known to the most powerful drug cartel in the world.
I'm here with Canal 5 Latinoamerica. We just arrived to the house where they got Mencho. Windows are shot out, everything is torn apart. It looks like the military came through the front, the forest area in front of the house, because it's all burned down. Some of it, actually, as we were driving by, is still on fire or smoking. It's like smoldering.
Let's talk about the actual El Mencho raid. What happened there?
What happened was there was 2 Mexican special forces units, one from the military, looks like in the National Guard, kind of did the outer perimeter, and there was a significant shootout, and they killed El Mencho and a couple members of his bodyguards. There is interesting reporting that's coming out indicating that El Mencho might have been executed. So he surrendered and they executed him, which wouldn't be surprising. We've seen the Mexican military do that, especially for high-level figures where they don't want to deal with that person. They'll just straight up execute the person, right? We have no confirmation that definitively happened, but we do know based on the videos from the area there was a significant shooting and El Mencho was eventually killed.
A lot of people don't believe that Mencho was captured because it's incredibly hard for them to believe that he would have stayed at that location, considering the 2 Marina helicopters were circling the area exactly where he was.
Como se dieron las cosas, a mí no me cuadra. Yo no soy un experto en el tema, pero para capturar al hombre más buscado del planeta, una operación así en 3-4 horas, yo pienso que no es suficiente.
On February 22nd of 2026, El Mencho was killed during a National Guard operation in Tapalpa, Jalisco. El Mencho was the leader of the CJNG, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, a hyper-violent and extremely powerful criminal syndicate known for their international drug smuggling and heavily trained hitmen used unsparingly for their various conflicts.
My name is Stefano Rindel. I'm the Chief Intelligence Officer of Artorias, which is an AI-driven OSINT intelligence company. I'm also All Source News, which covers Mexican cartels, and I've been doing that since 2021. It's really been a huge focus of mine.
So I want to talk about El Mencho's life. Who was El Mencho before becoming a cartel boss?
I mean, you can look at his story and say, you know, he came here as an illegal, drug smuggling, a lot of those operations, was detained, deported. I believe it was in San Francisco, if memory serves correct.
And Redwood City, he had a huge meth operation.
Where I think El Mencho had his break. Like, how do you make not only the most powerful drug cartel in Mexico, but the most powerful criminal organization in the world? And I think it's because of his connections with the Valencia Gonzalez family. That his wife, that then they got separated, I believe in 2018, was Rosalinda. That family controls all the money. So when he was deported, he was kind of still doing all the drugs here. This was a huge explosion in growth that it just, I think, caught a lot of people off guard because we had no hardcore evidence of a lot of the things about him. And that just shows that he was able to operate very secretively in the shadows, but even still was able to influence large segments of America and Mexico. He was very unique in his game. He knew how the money and the guns intertwined. He knew the network and the families. He knew the corruption and the politicians. And he knew how to play every...
This is where, like, I'll end up wasting the vape. Because it just won't hit. Watch it later. I can focus now.
This one's done for.
Jesus Christ. That's it.
Dairy talk, I've soon enough for you. No one will remember the great. It's the bleeding you'll remember.
Getting hit by arrows. I'm just getting hit by arrows the entire time. And unless I can constantly heal the entire time, I just can't do anything. So that's really, I gotta say, that's really fucking annoying, but easy to beat, but very annoying. I'm just gonna go there, buy water, buy barley, buy this, buy like, and then make like 40 soups. Done. And then a couple revives. And then this time, I just fight the entire way in. The entire walk in. I'm just decimating people. From the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Every single person. I'm not walking to the boss. I'm not walking to this. No. I'm killing every single person from the walk. Every single guy all the way up there. So that by the time I get there, there's nobody left. Because the problem is, these stupid ass motherfucking, whatchamacallit?
So,
Arrows.
that rumble was your stomach, not the weather. Hungry, are you?
I have no money.
Don't forget
Or
to eat,
slots.
Do you see me standing here? All my weapons are crafted with every warrior counts on the weapon at their side. Let me remember me when your blade grows dull. Fucker.
Use your eyes. Fish to ever bless my tongue.
Gotta go to the cauldron. Make some palmer pills if I even can.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Get a medium coffee, 6 crispy hash browns, and a bacon, egg, and cheese for $6.
Your job depends on reliable tools. That's why Harbor Freight is committed to offering quality tools to...
This guy is considered by many to be a progressive politician and professor. You are about to hear him make an argument for, I kid you not, positive discrimination.
It's the end of the pursuit of meritocracy as the goal. The United States Constitution, as written in its original
Positive discrimination is an attempt to create meritocracy.
A failed attempt.
Positive discrimination. What does that mean? DEI, the pursuit of equity. The idea that we must use quotas to force outcomes.
So the problem with this agenda is that it ends the pursuit of meritocracy as the singular goal for which we should be striving.
Notice the audience laughing at this. I don't know why.
And instead reintroduces a new form of discrimination that advantages people not for their talents, not for their drive, not for their passion, but for the fact that they have a certain skin color, a certain set of genitals, or whatever else. It is completely antithetical to the goals of the West.
Right. Before you come in, I just want to ask one question so that we can narrow it down.
Understand that the entire panel, except for Konstantin, are in favor of this concept of forced, positive discrimination.
Do you recognize that there is a need to almost kickstart the process?
That's what she means by kickstart the process.
So that you have a more diverse and fair group that's doing the picking. You don't even
Absolutely not.
By kickstarting, you are going to be choosing people and judging people based on their gender and race. How else are you going to kick it?
I don't think
under no circumstances.
I don't think there is any need to kickstart things. What there is a need to do is to make sure that people are not discriminated against because of the color of their skin or their sex or their sexuality.
And if it's an entirely, let's use the historical example, well, it might be white male group or it could be black women doing the employment.
This is so fascinating to me. She throws in this example of black women to create the illusion of being unbiased. So if black women are hiring other black women, are you going to kickstart that and say, nope, you have to hire white women? Why are you bringing up this example? And notice the woman sitting in the chair next to Konstantin looks up as she says this.
Well, it might be white male group or it could be black women doing the employment, and there is a record that they tend to employ like them. You don't think that some external force...
What kind of external force? She's spelling it out right here. What would external force look like? She's not being subtle about this.
Shoving them in a different direction.
This is where meritocracy comes in.
So you're going to literally shove me in a different direction to hire people that look like you want them to look, because you think I'm hiring too many people that I like to be around. How could this go wrong?
I am an employer. I run a YouTube channel which employs 10 people. It would never in a million years occur to me to employ somebody because of the color of their skin or their sex, because I know that the only thing that matters is getting the very best person for that job. The very best person.
Well met. A fine day for adventure. Hail to you. You would do well to step away.
The mud monster.
That's not nice.
You better get the fuck out of my face, dude, before I fucking rob you. What you got, dude? You're lucky. Downey and the Mud Monster.
Greetings.
With the forest buried in mud, the wildlife's gone mad.
Cool. Get wet. Big brain pack.
Hides are near impossible to find these days.
It's all because of that mud walker.
Thanks to that sodden walker, the lake's turned foul and every beast has legged it. My entire livelihood's as good as gone.
Give it a try.
Wait, how exactly are you planning to deal with it?
Believe it or not, I've been a hunter for a decade. Trust me.
Shit. seen me beat him. So I don't understand what's going on. I don't fuck with Steam. That's all my games. So some things are a little too far. I don't want to deal with that. It says, use the lantern to track them down. I just killed him. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do something else. I think that glitched. I just think the mission glitched. Because I killed him. I'm just following in the road. I'm not even gonna go this way. I'm just gonna go straight. Oh no. I know exactly what to do. Oh shit! Perfect. Bang, bang, bang. Oh no! Bang, bang, bang. Easy. These guys are easy. The big east, look, boom, boom, boom. Done. I'm stuck. Boom. Do you see how dude the so is? Big east. We're gonna do that. Oh my god, he came back. This is crazy. I guess he ran away like just in time. That's what it counts as. Did he just disappear because of that? Hell no, I'm gonna burn all these bitches down. You got me so fucked up that this just happened. I couldn't hit him because when you go in this shit, it just doesn't work. Then he phased out at one last hit. Hell no. I didn't fucking heal fast enough, you goddamn son of a fucking cunt. Oh, it's annoying. Pretty late, huh? I can't see anything.
You've done me a great service.
And by the way, just so you know, we hired a woman to run the whole thing, and she fired all the other women. So there you go.
And this is the same thing I just went through with Brian Shapiro in that last debate. It seems so logical and obvious. I don't understand the resistance to that idea. How can you argue against hiring the person who is best for the job? It's literally all that Constantine is saying here.
And what we have today in the modern West is a new framework of discrimination. We have decided that it is okay to discriminate against white people. It's okay to discriminate. Oh, you laugh. Well, let me give you some statistics. Fantastic, I enjoy that.
Well, before you give us some statistics.
No, let me give some statistics.
You can come back
if you are Jewish or Asian or white, it is much harder for you to get into an American university because all of those groups are widely discriminated against.
One concern is this. Look, as an educator, many a time, in a class, there would be young people who, because of their disadvantaged background, needed more of my attention. Okay? Because of their disadvantaged background, they didn't have the same tools that other kids did.
And this is what happens when you have this debate. They scale it back into a completely different argument that you're not making. Constantine was describing college admissions and treating them differently based upon the color of their skin.
Now, I gave them more attention, which meant, because it's a zero-sum game, there are a fixed number of hours every day, that attention, extra attention, I didn't give to other kids that were advantaged or coming from the advantage route.
What does that have to do with how you designate your attention as a teacher based upon need?
And of course, disadvantage is highly correlated with gender, with races, with race, with ethnic background. To call this discriminatory in the pursuit of meritocracy is essentially to fly in the face of the facts.
If you want to make this a socioeconomic argument, fine, but that's not what's happening. When you're talking about doing it based upon immutable characteristics,
Very briefly, I did not. I did not.
Okay, you can come.
I did not call that discrimination.
Well,
I was talking about admission. No,
when
I
we're
was
saying
talking about
in
admissions.
universities that
we
are going to take people from a working class,
I was
and therefore
talking about admissions.
And of course, he believes that because of his background, you don't have to worry about power in his hands. He will wield discrimination properly because he's enlightened.
The secret police broke down our door and abducted my father, and we lived in terror of a fascist dictatorship. So I know how to not see the world in us versus them.
Everyone thinks they're enlightened. That is exactly what you are doing. When you divide the world up into people by immutable characteristics and claim certain skin colors have power and others don't. And we must force positive discrimination upon those that have the power.
Just for a moment, consider the possibility that this us versus them, the West versus the rest, is the root problem which essentially condemns the West to the decline of the values, which may end up with a bang, not a whimper.
I think we're in a retirement crisis in this country today. In just 3 years, Americans feel like they need 53% more money to retire comfortably.
When people are thinking long-term, scarcity, scarcity, scarcity.
There's only 21 million Bitcoin that'll ever exist, and this is a cutting edge of opportunity to take.
You like that? How it just auto fucking fell down the cliff all the way, and he just kept slipping, kept falling, kept slipping, kept falling, like he's about to do right now, even though he's on the fucking ledge. Then he won't jump, like he doesn't know how to jump. He can't fly anymore. Slipping down a cliff, can't fly. Even though wings just magically pop out your back, but you can't fucking use them when you're falling. How fucking much sense that makes. If you can slip, why don't you get snow gear?
not leaving here alive!
phantom of exaltation. It has been far too long. I remember the long struggle it took to build it. We witches joined forces, learning all we could of the Abyss. It was impossible for us to understand everything at the beginning. Thanks to you, we have back a place of our shared past. May kindness remain ever by your side.
I have been waiting for you. We meet again. I have been. Our paths will cross again. Welcome. You'll find, may wisdom guide your path.
You must be looking for a horse if you're here. You must be looking for a horse if you're here. I'll gladly answer all your horse-related questions. You must be looking for a horse if you're here. Ah, here to see the horses? Stop by if you're planning a long ride with your horse. Yeah.